Hi, my name is Pranay. I run this dog training center in Umroi with the name A1 Canine, and these are my dogs. This is Bheem, Bruzo, and I have a albino dog, Snowy here. And then recently I got two dogs, one Rot here. Come here. So this is our Rot puppy. She's very she's a very angry puppy we have, and then that's Blexi, another boxer puppy. And yeah, so I'm running this training center, so if you are having any difficulties with your dog, you can send them to me. I'll take care of them and make them your best companion. So basically, training is, in simple terms, it's teaching a dog to do a specific task. We tell the dog to sit, it sits. We tell the dog to go down. Means if when we are doing protection, we teach the dog to protect the owner or protect the house. Training is basically teaching dog to do specific task which is required by us. And other thing is being appropriate in our society, being domesticated. Axel, boy. Right. And right. Good boy. And follow. 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 Axel, wait. Stand. Stand. Sit. Focus. Okay. Super. Good boy. Done. So what I use, the methods which I use in training is, one is luring, one is prompting, and then one is free shaping. Okay. So luring is like where I take a piece of food in my hand, and I make dog follow my hand, and then wherever I take my hand, the dog follows, and whatever I make the dog do, means supposingly if I'm making the dog sit, I'll make him follow, and then I'll just pull my hand up, and then it will sit down, right? So see, this is called luring. See, I'm making her follow my hand. Okay. Now I want to make her sit. Yes. So I'm making her follow my hand. I want to go to down position. Yes. Now I want her to stand. Yes. So that's the basic of when we use positive way to train dogs. Free shaping is, I firstly what we do is, like, we try to whenever the dog goes and just touches that place, also we reward the dog. So free shaping is like a little bit step by step process where we get the desired behavior. And then prompting is like, supposingly if I'm trying to get the dog to sit, but the dog is not sitting at all. So what I do is I'm luring him from the one end with the foot, and I'm pressing his backside a bit where there is a physical contact. Luring, there is no physical contact. Free shaping is totally when it depends on the dog's behavior, means shaping the behavior. Luring is I'm helping him a bit. Prompting is a little bit of more help with a physical touch. Yes. So see, so right now we have two puppies over here. This is almost 2 months, and this is around 5 months. So they don't even know their names. Okay. So what we'll try to do is, the first thing we need in a dog is to focus on the owner, right? So if they are focused on you, then you can teach them some commands, and yeah. So that's the basic of the training method. So these guys will get rewarded every time they look at me. So if anybody are training their dog at home, they can use this at the early stages of training. So yes. So she got a reward. Yes is a marker. So yes is a secondary marker. So there is a primary and secondary marker. Okay, primary is always the food. This is the main thing that motivates the dog. But we relate yes marker with food. That's the secondary marker. So that, like, supposing we tell the dog to go to a certain place and sit over there, right? So at that moment, when the dog goes over there, and then when he sits over there, we mark it as yes, and then they know that okay, the food is coming next. So that's how the training works. So see, so with right now that whistle sound which I am making, she understands a bit. So yes. So she looked at me, she's looking at me, she gets rewarded. The other one is not interested, okay? Okay, this looks interested. Good girl. Yes. Yes. So this is the basic of training. Okay, so there is no particular best age to start training. Okay, early the better, but you can. But early also, if the dog is just suckling on the mother's milk, that is too early, right? So around 2 months, you can just start with the basic, like where you are just start with the marker yes, okay, and then gradually you can increase the commands and all that. And if you want to give it to a trainer, I feel it's best you give after the dog is vaccinated. Usually a dog's vaccination is over by 3.5 to 4 months old. So after 4 months old, if you want to give it to a trainer, yeah, it's good. I think, yeah, so appropriate age would be, I think, 4 months. The best age. Basically, when we start with puppy training, we do it with food, and as they grow, we build their drive, and we can see this one now. So right now her teeth is itching, and as a rot she wants to bite. I don't want to say no or use any correction on her, because like she's too small to use correction. If we use too much correction from small, they become quite timid. So this is something which I can handle. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't want her to come and bite my legs badly and all that. That time definitely I have to correct her, but not yet. So any viewers going through this episode, you can use this training method to train your pups. Yeah. See, when I was in college, when I was pursuing my studies also, I was always fascinated with dogs. Since small, I was fascinated with dogs. I used to get scolding from mom every time for picking up street puppies and all that. So, so my first first time I started doing training was when I got a pup whose name is Bruzo. He's a boxer pup. That time I was in college. So I wanted to teach him stuff and all that, okay. But So that time it was a mixture of fascination and then interest, and then it had become a little bit necessity as well, because you don't want to come back home and your house is like a garbage place, like all toilet everywhere and all that. So I started watching some videos, doing, and then I made him into a nice, decent dog, and luckily he was a good dog. He was a good dog, so it was not difficult for me to train. But again, I got distracted as a young guy going to city. I like to party more than training dogs, so I was into that. So, and then slowly, as we grew, I got, when I met my wife for the first time, she had a female, I had a male that time, so I got into a little bit of breeding, and I did breeding and all that a little bit. And then when I was working, I started doing a little bit of boarding for a little bit of extra money. And then, yeah, so that passion, interest was always there. I reached to one point where everybody supported me. They told me, you follow what you want, what's your passion, what you feel you can achieve something in it.
Check! 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 Shoot! Good boy, bite! 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 Bite, Bimu! Bite! Bite! Good boy! Out! In! Out! In! Out! Good. Super. Go! Women, down! Down! Wait! Ah! Fight! Fight! Fight him! Super boy! Fight! 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 Good boy! Out! David! Out! Out! David!
I started as soon as I came back from Kerala. I started with my own dogs. The protection guy which I showed you earlier, who's doing the protection training, he's been training with me for 1 year. I started his training late. He was 4.5-year-old. I started his training. But one thing, like if I would have started his training from the puppy, he would have been, I think, top dog in India right now. But because I started his training late, still he manages to do such work. Yeah, he's a little nervous, I get that, but still he manages to do. So I'm really proud of that boy. And then, yeah, then I had few customers. My customers are very limited, but I give my best to all the customers I get. I paid 75,000 for the, maybe the fees has increased now, I don't know, but I paid 75,000. And then the skill set which you require is, see, as I told you, I was always passionate about dogs, and I liked watching dogs, how they behave, what they are doing. And then when I used to pick up street pups, And when I was doing boarding in when I was in Bangalore also, the dogs which come for boarding, I'll just my time pass used to be I'll sit and look at them, you know. So that way I think I learned a lot about their dogs behavior as well. So if you want to pursue your career as a dog trainer, yeah, you start with like trying to what's required the most right now is go help in a shelter, try feeding stray dogs, and that way you will get more closer with the dog, and you will know that what you are getting yourself into. And then once you are in that level where you feel like, okay, you need a professional help and you want a certification out of it, you find an institute in there are institute available in India. So yeah, and it's mostly in south, so you go there and pursue. Okay, so I went to Kerala. The institution's name is Reward Canine. The teacher, the main person over there, his name is Avinash, and he has done his. He was in Saudi. He was in the police squad in Saudi dog squad, and then he has done some work in Netherlands as well. So he's a good trainer. I still sometimes I call him, and if I some dogs which are really troubling me, I do ask his yeah. So like see, I'm walking with my dog here. Okay. I'll take me and then Axel. Suddenly we have some distractions like that. Leave it. Axel, leave it. Good boy. Come here. See, this you want from a dog. He's not after that now. He's focused on me. Watch it. Axel, focus. Axel, focus. Huh? He's looking at me. Now what we'll do is we'll try to get him to go after that bottom. So Axel, okay, get it. Good boy. Now Axel, leave it. See. Leave it. Leave it. Good boy. Now, anyways, he did what you were supposed to do. So I'll let him have the bottle. So, okay, Axel. Leave it. Good boy. See. So this is a domesticated Rottweiler. People have that thought process like where the Rottweilers are very dangerous dogs and all that. It's all how you bring up the dog. And I'm not saying everyone to they need to send it to a trainer. If you have enough time to communicate with your dog, to build that bond with your dog, and you can do it by yourself. Education is important because without education, how will you you go train your dogs? How will you get in touch with people? Because like education is the bridge for everything, right? So if you are not educated, if you don't, because like I'm telling you this right now, because I don't want you, any viewers, young viewers want to be like, oh, okay, I won't study, I'll just do dog training. It should not be there. How I'm able to now talk like this, like I'm able to give this feedback because I'm educated. And once you're educated, you are able to sustain many things in your brain, and that's how it works. So education is, you follow your passion with your education side by side. So my package right now, so it's a two months package. Okay, it's That's an average we need to teach an average dog. If the dog is not below average, if the dog is above average, he might do it early. If it's below average, then it might take more time as well. So I take 20,000 for 2 months. That is including the dog's training, feeding, taking care, and everything. Duration, I usually do 3 or 4 sessions in a day, because when dog come, whoever dog comes for training, their level of concentration is very less. So if we try to strain a dog, it won't be interested in training from next time. So if we do a 10-minute or 5-minute session at once, then again we break it to another session. So around 4 to 3 sessions, from 5 minutes it increases, like slowly it will increase to 10 minutes, from 10 minutes 15. I have heard trainers like going and taking sessions for 1 hour and all, but I don't know exactly how they do that, because a puppy or a dog, they lose concentration in if you are training them for the first time 5 minutes. After that, like, you have to force a dog to do things, and forceful thing is never good for human or for dogs.
Check! Check him! Check him! Hip check! Fight! Fight him! Out! Down! Down, babe! Wait! Down! Down! Wait! Okay, good boy! Good boy! Good boy!
See, my duty towards dogs is to train as much dog as possible, so that there is less of euthanization of dog. Okay, euthanization is basically putting the dog to sleep because the owner is not able to handle the dog and all that. So I think my duty as a dog trainer is to encourage people to train their dogs, okay? To train their dogs. If they are not able to train their dogs, then there are professionals like us who are providing this service. If you are able to train your dog, well and good. If you are not able, then you have to pay little fees for us to do that duty, okay? And then, yeah, so train your dog, because dogs are one of the best companions. Don't let them turn into a wild animal, and if you do that, we'll save many dogs from shelters, because either once they reach to a shelter, also shelter can't keep all the, means like the population will increase and increase, right? So people like to keep trained dogs. If a dog is disciplined, if the dog is doing what you ask them to do, why would you even put them in shelter, right? Usually dogs who end up in shelter are the dogs who turn violent, and usually dogs turn violent because you are not able to give them proper training, proper socialization. So my duties as a trainer is, I think, to educate people to train their dogs and keep the dog healthy, good, and let us all live a good and healthy life.